In this video, I'm going to be showing my add-ons and why I use them. So up first, we've got Gladius X. I use this for arena party frames. I prefer it over the raid frames that most people use because it shows basically the target, their abilities, like what CDs they've used, that sort of thing, their trinket. It just shows all of that, and I feel like that's pretty big. I'm not sure why more people don't use that. We're going to run with Gladius, their icon, so you can see what they're in. If you've got Dark Sim on them, that sort of thing. Trinket, all that. One thing I do differently though is, I have my set focus as a bind, so me right clicking on the frame for focus setting is kind of silly when I can just do that. So I'm not sure if many people know this, but in Gladius, if you go to clicks, it has an option for you to set it to other things. Now, basically, what you can do is set right click to whatever ability you want it to be. The way you do that is you set it to macro and put target equals mouse over exist, and I've got Dark Sim. I have Dark Sim as a actual keybind, but for me to, let's say in a 3 put Dark Sim on someone else other than my Dark Sim target, I can just right click on their frame, and I find that incredibly easy to do. It feels more efficient than having to track an extra two binds basically. I know I've got a Dark Sim 1, 2, 3, and I'll explain that in the next video I make, which will be about macros and that sort of thing, and why I use them. It's pretty good. Okay, tell me when. I use this for Surge of Victory, which is basically our unused trinket. It is really handy to know when that is actually up. So once you hit things, it randomly comes on, and we don't always. It's hard to always know, you know. So I've got it to play sounds and shake and light up like a Christmas tree, basically. It's really good to know. That's probably something that I feel most people should do. You can track a lot of other things with it, but that's what I use. Omnibar tracks, like, let's say what the cooldown is for it. You can set it to whatever abilities you want it to be. Quartz is just focus and target cast bars. I like them there than the standard ones, so I run that. Still Purge and Dispel, I feel, is freaking huge. See, as you can see, it shows focus and target, and what that means is if they've got anything on them that you can dispel, it'll show. It'll show what you're going to dispel. So, for example, if in Arena, I always put Path of Frost last on my teammates, and the reason for it is if whoever's seeing DK and they ask to touch a paladin, or me, or anyone, they're going to be dispelling Path of Frost, and not like Blessing of Might or something like that. So that's just an extra rune they have to use, if that makes sense. So it's pretty cool, I think, in that way. Big debuffs is it just shows in your frame basically what Dark Sims on them, anything like that. It's pretty self-explanatory. The next add-on we've got is Lose Control, and what it does is it tracks what sort of CC you or your teammates have put on someone in Arena or anywhere. It is pretty sick. Like for chaining CC, it's pretty much going to make your life incredibly easy. If my Windwalker will leg sweep, I can have that right there, and he's going to usually Fist of Fury out of that, and I'll strangle it out of that Fist of Fury, and to do all that, it makes life incredibly easy. Up next, we've got Move Anything. Now you can literally control pretty much anything in the game. I hide the I had a quest. I hide that because I don't like it there. I know you can close it, but I just don't like it, so I hide it. You can make anything bigger. So, I mean, your target frame, your player frame, your focus frame, you can do that, and it's huge. Um, you can control their buffs, so you can make their buffs as big as you want. Anything, you can move them anywhere you want. It also has for our what's it called? Runic display. There's an option for that, and it has other classes as well. So you can display that sort of thing really easy. That's all for now. So thanks for watching my add-on video. I'm going to be making basically a complete, not a complete guide to playing DK, but a complete guide to basically little things I've found in WoW that should make you play this game much more efficiently than uh, than you can be like at the moment. Because I mean, what for me, I've only played WoW since March of this year, and I've already got 2K in threes. The first season, I actually pushed threes in arena, and I mean, like I got rival last season, but that was like the last day of the last season. I found a pre-made group. We did quite well for a few hours, and now they're my team this season. That's how I got rival. I didn't try and get it; it just happened. I mean, I've got 57 days played at 100 on DK on just this character alone since March this year. So I mean, that's pretty massive for massive amount of time I've actually played this game in WoD, especially. I mean, well, like if you look at your time played, most other people's, they probably have the same amount since like expansions ago. So I feel like my experience in this current season, in this current like expansion is pretty massive direction. So the next video I'm going to make is basically a guide on some macros in arena and how you can use them, how you can practice them out of the arena, and how you can use them in the arena to be an absolute beast. Basically, is what I'm going to show you. So stay tuned for that.